All right, sixth grade, to start us off for our warm-up today, we're going to use a ruler and our 8.5 by 10 piece of paper. And what we're going to do is create an even border all the way around. Okay, so how I'm going to do that is I'm actually going to trace the width of my ruler by lining it up against one edge of the sheet of paper. And I'm going to hold it, 2 sets of fingers, and trace. And I'm going to do the same thing up the top. So I'm going to line up my ruler along the edge of the sheet of paper. I'm going to trace this here. Okay, lining it up along this edge, holding it down and tracing it. And also the same thing on this bottom section. Okay, now this is partly because the contest wants to put its own text on our posters, which is fine. It's also just sort of an indication for you as the artist that you're just going to work primarily inside of this rectangle right here. Okay, if that makes sense. You can extend beyond it ever so slightly, that's fine, but this is kind of your design space, so to speak. Okay, now a couple things. I want us to think with the things that we have sketched out, I want us to start thinking about what part of our design we want to emphasize or stand out. Okay, so let's say you drew a really great, I don't know, carton of strawberries or something. Okay, I want you to think about where you can put that and what size you can make that in order to make it stand out. Okay, let's say I drew a really great strawberry and I made it really large and I want it to stand out on my poster design. Okay, maybe I'll mark off a place to put it, and maybe it's going to go right here when I trace it on the light table. Okay, so I would trace it using the light table here. Okay, and again, very short and sweet, not super great. Okay, strawberry here. Okay, so want to put it there, and then let's say I want something else to go around it. Okay, let's say I want to show all of the different uses for strawberries that might show up at the festival. I can subdivide this into a couple different areas. So for example, what if I want to do 3 different ways of showing strawberry related products? I could include them down here even. Okay, maybe one of them is strawberry jam. Sometimes jam kind of looks like this. Has maybe a little label on it. What if one is like strawberry ice cream, or ice cream with strawberries on it? And again, I'm not really looking at anything to sketch from. Let's say the last is like, I don't know, some kind of strawberry bread maybe. And then maybe over here, I want to create some movement up here and, you know, do like the vine. Maybe I want to have the, what the leaves look like over here. And again, I'm not looking at anything in order to draw it accurately. Okay, so, okay. Well, right now I have an image that's a little bit more organized. So what I want you to do today, once you have your sketches, is I want you to think, how am I going to arrange this image to create something interesting? Okay, think about using emphasis. So how do I make the most important part of my poster stand out? You're going to enlarge it, most likely. Okay, so think about enlarging it, putting it in a certain spot. Things that are less important, think about where you're going to put those as well.